Houston is back. 7 years after her last release, Whitney's new CD debuted at #1 on the charts, and her confessional interview with Oprah has been one of the most talked about stories this week.
Your drug of choice was weed combined with cocaine.
Rock cocaine.
With rock cocaine.
Yes.
Whitney tells Oprah about her years of drug abuse with her ex, Bobby Brown.
Because you were freebasing cocaine.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. And her weed.
Tell me, how bad did it get, the drugs?
When you don't speak, you're living in the same home, and you stay right next to that person, and you're not saying a word for a week. You're just sitting there, and you just watch TV, and you go,
As their drug use escalated, Whitney completely lost touch with her life as one of music's greatest artists.
You thought that your life as Whitney Houston, as we know her, was done.
I didn't think about the singing part anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't miss it?
No, my life went.
But Whitney's back now with her hit CD, I Look to You, and here's a look at her all glammed up in the video for her new single, $1 Million Bill.
To get the reviews that the album is getting, and to have her enter at #1, not only here, but in so many countries outside of the United States, is thrilling.
And Whitney has someone close to her follow in her footsteps.
I hear you love singing too?
Yeah.
Whitney's daughter, Bobby Christina, seems to want to sing.
It's the plan, yeah.
It's the
my
plan. It's
mine.
yours.
Yeah.
Did you hear her? Heard it.
I heard it.
Bobby was a surprise guest with Whitney on Oprah.
How proud are you of your mother?
Words can't explain how proud I am of her. I've been there with her, you know, through everything, and whole divorce, and I stay by her side. That's like my best friend, you know, that's like my sister.
Now a Whitney flashback. This is her first public appearance at the Roxy in Los Angeles in 1985. And here's an even more unusual flashback, Whitney doing a duet with Jermaine Jackson in 1984.
I love working with him. I really do. I hope we get to do it again.
The year was 1984. The song Don't Look Any Further, and it stars a 20-year-old Whitney Houston and a 29-year-old Jermaine Jackson. Well, tonight, we uncover the lost video. Whitney, very young, kind of gawky, still on the way to finding herself, a far cry from the glam Houston we know today.
I've never done a duet with anyone before.
Jermaine was the big star in 1984 with 9 solo records already to his credit.
It's really good. I mean, she did a great job for it. First time in the studio.
He saw a tape of me, a Merv Griffin tape, and he asked if he could sing with me.
But the 20-year-old claimed she was a music veteran.
My mom took me in the studio, and I've been working professionally since I was 12 years old.
Young Whitney had a lot of fun in the session, cracking up repeatedly, and she already had learned the tough stuff about the industry.
It's not all it's cracked up to be. It ain't all the glamour and all that stuff. It's hard work.
But here's a shocker. The song, Don't Look Any Further, didn't make the cut on Jermaine's album. Instead, the duet with Whitney was a tune called Take Good Care of My Heart. No matter to Houston, who was on her way up. Here she is the following year, her first public performance at the "24 years later, she debuted at #1 with her new album, I Look to You, in stores now. The man behind both those albums, Clive Davis, says Whitney's still got it.
This is the biggest opening week that Whitney has ever had.
As for Jermaine's album, it did respectably, hitting #19 on the Billboard 200. But perhaps the most interesting thing about it was as a start to the career of one of the biggest female singers ever. In fact, Whitney went on to sell more than 140 million albums worldwide. Whitney Houston. Her new album, I Look to You, debuted at #1 across the globe today with over 304,000 units sold. Houston's longtime friend and producer Clive Davis is thrilled.
This is the biggest opening week that Whitney has ever had.
And tomorrow, the world premiere exclusive of Whitney Houston's new music video.
Sit Down with Whitney Houston airs next week. I put Lady-O on the record tonight about the Whitney questions everyone wants answered. Does Whitney blame Bobby Brown for her drug use?
No, she does not blame Bobby Brown. I think she takes full responsibility for her engagement in it.
Oprah making history with Whitney Houston.
Were you afraid that you had lost the voice?
She said, I want to, I want to tell my story. I want to tell the truth.
The talk show queen revealing to The Insider the no-holds-barred interview, the drugs,
How bad did it get, the drugs?
the divorce,
I'm like everybody else. I'm like, what in the world is she doing with him and why? And she's Whitney Houston. What I got from this interview is that she really, really, truly loved him. And she was trying to be the good wife.
What's the worst thing he ever said to you?
The thing that's most shocking to me is that Whitney Houston was trying to make herself smaller so he could be bigger.
Whitney breaks her silence on Oprah starting Monday.
You obviously got a lot of good stuff because it's a two-parter.
Whoa! It's that moment. That's that moment we live for. We live for that moment where you are doing the interview. Right. You know this moment. Yeah. And the person is saying, you ask the question, and they are saying things, and your jaw is dropping, and you're like, ay, 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 ay.
Was anything off limits with Whitney?
Absolutely not one thing off limits.
Check 2, Whitney Houston. She's a good singer who apparently became addicted to drugs. Today, in front of millions, she spoke about that to Oprah.
Your drug of choice was weed combined with cocaine.
Rock cocaine.
With rock cocaine?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so the weed would sort of calm down the speed.
Level it off. Right.
Level off.
Level off.
The cocaine. Yeah.
Only you had to have alcohol too, which is what I didn't do. I didn't drink. He drank.
And you would do, what, volumes of that?
Oh, my God. I can't begin. Somebody out there had made a lot of money, you know?
I don't like the little smiles there, but what do I know? America is a country that generally believes in redemption, so we wish Miss Houston the best.
Again, and Whitney appeared on Good Morning America while we were gone last Wednesday. And so, she brought her daughter, I think we have some B-roll of that? Yeah, she brought her daughter, Bobby Christina, and her mother was in the audience crying, Sissy Houston, and, excuse me. And Whitney wore, okay, you ready for this? This is only something you'll get here on Wendy. Look, Whitney wore the same top on Good Morning America as a previous audience announced, Jennifer Coden. Yup. Jennifer says that she got hers at an online sale, right, Lorraine? Uh-huh. And listen, it's a Vera Wang. It was $300 as far as I'm concerned. Good for you, Whitney. Good for you, Jennifer. Recessionistas, you know? I love it. Be clear, I'm saying that because I love it, not because I am making fun. All right, so how are you today?
Well,
I'm doing well. How you doing?
I just want to comment about Whitney's show. I was actually there live, and a couple days after, in the press, they were kind of saying some negative things about her singing. I have to say, it was wonderful to see her. She had so much energy. She did it. If you want to hear the recording from 20 years ago, listen to the recording from 20 years ago. She gave us a show, and she did it up. So go, Whitney. I'm glad she's back.
Thank you.
We love her.
Okay, so the big interview with Whitney Houston was yesterday on Oprah. Did you guys see? So, Whitney told how Bobby Brown, her ex-husband, spit in her face. Take a look.
What's the worst thing he ever said to you that you can share?
I just remember this moment. It was his birthday, and I gave him a party at a club in Atlanta, Buckhead, and he really drank a lot that night. He drank a lot. So when we got back to the house, he's gonna hate to say it, but he spit on me. I called a friend, I said, come get me now, because it's at his turning point now. And I was almost 2 feet out the door at that point in time. I was ready to go. And I asked him to come get me, and he pushed me against the wall. like, yeah, come get her. Like, I was on the phone, and I went back and I took the phone, and I hit him over the head with it. And he just fell out on the floor, like, and all this. It was just drama, and, you know, drama.
Here's the deal. The most vile thing you could do to anybody is spit in their face. Another little tidbit about me. I was married for all of 5 months. He spit in my face. That was years ago. We're over. Yeah. And not just spit, but that one that comes from the bottom of your feet where you bring it up and it's green. Boom. There's a biography, a movie made on the story of my life. You'll see Robin Givens, see how she reacts to that. She plays me in the movie. I laid it all out for you. All right, so other things that went on in the Oprah interview is that Whitney says that her mother, Sissy, staged an intervention. She came to the compound. She was armed with cops, and Bobby is scared of Sissy. So he stood there motionless while Whitney was taken away to rehab. Here was her quote from Oprah. She said, "I'm not losing you to the world. I'm not losing you to Satan. I have a court injunction here, and you're either going to do it my way, or we're not going to do this at all. We're both going to go on TV, and you're going to retire. This is not worth it. And if you move, Bobby, they're going to take you down." Oh, if you move, Bobby, that's how you say, they're going to take you down. And then she goes on to say that, here's the quote, "Bobby was my drug." Part 2 of that interview airs today. She said she wasn't getting high off drugs, but Bobby was my drug, is what she said. You say what? Back to the Whitney interview, which, like I said, part 2 is going to be today, as you all know. She's also going to sing. I don't know whether she's going to interview today as well. She's going to interview? Okay, good. I'll be there. You guys will be there. Yeah. That interview that she did with Oprah, it was very controlled. It looked like there were a lot of stop-starts. No, Whitney, go back and say it like this, do it like that. And, you know, it was controlled. And the spitting incident happened in front of their daughter, Bobby Christina, which just makes the entire situation very, very trifling. She also said from yesterday's interview with Oprah that Bobby, her husband at the time, slapped her on one occasion and also cut the head off of pictures and drew evil eyes on their bedroom walls with spray paint. Here's something that I have got to say about that Whitney Houston interview, and this is also part of us getting to know each other better. Probably one of the reasons that I identify so much with Whitney is because I am an ex-cocaine offender, America. I spent 10 years sneaking and doing and lying and betraying, and what I was looking for from Whitney was ownership, and I didn't see it. So for me, no matter what she said in that interview, she didn't own her habit. She's still blaming Bobby and the world. A true, God, sorry. And this is just my opinion, but I know that there are millions of addicts and ex-addicts, and we'll always still, you know, I guess have that lore. You know, we never call us ex. It's been over 10 years at this point for me. I mean, you know. And it's not something I'm ashamed of, because it's part of what makes me who I am today. Maybe that's why I ask you about the wigs and the weaves and let it all hang out even more so, because there's nothing worse than doing drugs. And cocaine was my choice of drug. And on Oprah, she was describing putting coke in weed, like baking a cake. P.S. It's called a woola. I've smoked them. You've smoked them. The Wu-Tang Clan has smoked them. And Whitney might still be, she was like a highbrow ex-offender, like, oh, no crack. Well, I've smoked crack, I've cooked coke, I've sniffed it, and I am sober as the day is long. And more so than anything, I am very thankful for sobriety, and I own it. You guys, you don't have to stand for that. You don't have to stand up for that one. And that's it, Whitney. I love you, and I wish you well. I'm glad that you're back. But I was as an ex-offender, you didn't own it, and I was really disappointed. And I like the lips. They look good. All right, enough of that. How are you, sir?
I'm good, Wendy. How you doing?
Good, thanks. How you doing?
I just wanted to say that it's a common problem nowadays.
All right, so part 2 was yesterday of Oprah and with Whitney, and she told how she moved her daughter, Bob. She plotted. She didn't just leave him. This is what I always say during Advice Hour or during Ask Wendy. I say, you can't just make sudden moves and quit your job, or you can't just make sudden moves and decide you want to get a divorce without taking a year. Laura, wouldn't you agree? You've got to plot.
I agree.
Whether it's hide money or whatever you're doing. In Whitney's case, she was the money, but she moved her precious daughter, Bobby Christina, to her brother and her sister-in-law's house, who cared for her during the 5th and 6th grade, while Whitney was trying to get things together at home. And I don't mean get things together, but and get ready to move. Bobby had no idea what was about to hit him. Whitney said during Oprah that she told him she was going out for milk and sugar. Instead, she hopped on a plane and went to Los Angeles and never came back. Here's the clip.
I just knew I had to get to a point where I had to make a choice. And I just remember praying, if you give me one day of strength, I will go out that door and I will not look back. And that one day came, and I left. I remember I said, I'm going out for some sugar and some milk, and I'll be back.
Did you know that was the day?
I knew it.
You knew it.
I never came back.
Wow.
I never came back, and I went to LA. But next time he heard, I was in Los Angeles.
But you know what? That's what a smart woman does. You can't just suddenly make moves. So she and Bobby divorced in 2007, and she said that she's still tempted by drugs, but a higher power is seeing her through. The quote is, "Don't think I don't have desires for it, but it takes me a minute to cleanse. I have to pray it away." She admits that she does occasionally have a drink, but she does not smoke weed and she does not do coke. That was one of the things, by the way, I had mentioned, my bouts with cocaine. It was never a weed or a drink thing with me. So yeah, I do enjoy my Pinot Grigio and my champagne and my Nouveau, and they have never been the problem with me. She also sang. I didn't know my own strength. She did a really great job with that. Bobby Christina was in the audience, and I thought she looked like she's a really cute young girl. You know what I mean? Really cute. And by the way, Bobby's got a new job. Big Bobby. He's going to be on the next Celebrity Fit Club. As well he should. Case in point. Are you stressed, Bobby?
It's a fact that Whitney Houston is hitting the high notes, singing live, no lip syncing. Whitney looked and sounded great on the German TV show Wetten, Das.
How are you? We got Whitney Houston at Newark Airport. She's with Bobby Christina.
How do you feel about Oprah saying that you were the best interview she ever had?
I love her. I love her. I love her.
Did Oprah say that? Yeah. Why are you looking at me? Well, no.
Well, she's about to leave, and then we say,
What do you guys think about Bobby Brown for Celebrity Fit Club?
He needs it.
Really?
Yeah.
Did she laugh?
She laughs. Her daughter does not.
Yeah, she said her daughter.
So when they get to the counter, Bobby Christina pulls her aside. She goes, she's like pointing in her face.
Really?
Yeah.
She's another one who's like the adult.
She's the parent.
Yeah.
It's true. Like in that whole thing. Yeah.
And she's totally scolding her like.
Oh God, Whitney's probably was grounded.
No crack tonight.
You're going to bed without your crack pipe. You don't finish your dinner.
She didn't smoke crack. They didn't use crack pipes. She took her marijuana and she put cocaine on top of it.
Are you ready to put...
Did you do it, Bobby?
I didn't do nothing.
Bobby says he pled guilty to avoid.
I wouldn't hurt nobody. I wouldn't touch nobody. I got 2 daughters. I got a wife, beautiful mother, and 4 sisters. I would never do anything to her. We've had our spats, but...
lived out of his car for a time. He befriended infamous video vixen Corinne Steffens and asked if he could crash at her house.
I thought she was a friend for a little while. I thought she was a cool person.
But in her video diary, she taped Bobby passed out on her sofa, and it was posted on the internet.
Bobby Brown is asleep on my sofa. You don't believe me, huh? Okay, come with me, but be very, very quiet. That has got to be the sickest on the planet.
To tape me sleeping on her couch was just like, if you need it that bad, then you deserve whatever you get in the future, because God don't like ugly.
I'm over it.
That was probably the worst moment of my life. It played a big part in the healing of Bobby Brown. It let me know who were my friends and who weren't my friends. It let me know what kind of man I am and what I need, sir. Give me what I need.
Bobby embraced the opportunity to remind audiences that he is a talented musician.
Mr. Bobby Brown in the... It ain't easy looking back, knowing where I'm from, coming where I'm at, knowing where I'm going.
The song is based on my life, everything that I've been through in my life. I just basically put it all into one big story.
Close to almost giving up. Now I'm down here on my knees.
I've been everywhere. I've been locked up. I'm messed up. I almost gave up. Where did they get a load of me when I'm better?
Everyone was crying. We were all so proud of him. It was so pure and honest and brave of him to do.
To prove it to anybody else.